Alright, so previously I had completed I'll say long-term project. It was about 150 hours of gameplay of 5,000 high council runs. And along the way, in version 1.07. Along the way, I was doing just highlight videos of screenshots of some of the more interesting items that I had found. And so apparently I missed the um, drops from runs 2001 to 3000 approximately. And so that's what I'll be going over today. I'll add it to that playlist, and I'm cycling through them a little bit quickly right now so that anyone who just wants to kind of look at it at their own pace can do so and then not have to listen to me talk about them if you don't want to. But now I'll go over each item in a bit more detail. Some of these I would no longer screenshot. My standards have gone much higher over time. And so I have this one, this drops video, and then I also have drops from everything from run 5000 up until the current point, which will also be a screenshots video. And then after that, I'll be trying to start including like short little gameplay clips of each drop. I've started today. I marked down today was day 3 of Shopathon, where I'm buying pelts from Elzix and armors and hats. And I've been marking down today the timestamps for when I purchased items from him so that I can show little gameplay clips while doing the drop video for those. This sword I've showed multiple times. It has its own very special video as well. I shopped this from Larzuk, and then he very kindly gave me 4 sockets. This is the offhand for my Whirlwind Barbarian. Echoing, giving +3 combat skills, even though the name makes it seem like it should be Warcries. Of amplify damage, so the 5% chance to cast amplify damage works with Whirlwind in 1.07. And then the only other stats that I care about here are the, oh hey, it shows size, that's weird. 55 and 58% cold and lightning resist, which are used to overstack resistances versus conviction. When the council has conviction in 1.07 and hell, they give minus 140 to my resists. And so conviction, lightning enchanted, cold enchanted is very dangerous. This makes it a lot less dangerous. Here I have a charm that I think would be really nice for a multi-shot boson in version 1.08 or higher. In 1.07, the maximum damage from items, plus maximum damage does not apply to bows, but in later versions it does. So being a very mana hungry build, multi-shot with maximum damage and mana, I think is a good combo. I have like 4 or maybe 5 probably charms like this, grand charms with mana and life, or mana and damage. I'd have to double check. This one, which shows potential, I guess the most interesting thing here is, to me at least, would be the required level 27. So you can use it relatively early on. The all resists can roll up to 20 on the Grand Charm, and then the 7 maximum damage. I think to be below level 30, it can get up to like 14 or something like that. And then as a suffix, and then if you don't care about level requirement, then it could be, in theory, 20 all resist, 20 maximum damage. This one I would no longer take a screenshot of, but probably again the interesting thing here is the level requirement. 24 to a single resist is the maximum roll on large charms, and then 4 out of a 6 possible dexterity. Here I have a steel small charm of quality. So I guess the level requirement I don't care too much about here. So I would, of course, rather have had Steel of Maiming with 6 maximum damage, but it's still a really nice roll. 34 attack rating, 4 maximum damage on a small charm is quite nice. I don't use it, it's not currently equipped. 5 to all resist 2 dexterity small charm. This is not perfect. The resistance can be 6 here. Uh, this is perfect, and cold resist is a good one to have, so I'm very happy with this charm. Fast run walk is 3%, and then 12 cold resist. The small charms in 1.07 can get up to 12 to single resists and up to 6 all resist. This one is just kind of nice, for a blue amulet. Usable if I were to ever try questing or playing a hammered in, simply because I don't have a bunch of crafted amulets. So just a generic 210 is decent. Serrated small charm of quality. It could be serrated small charm of maiming, which would do even more damage. So 9 out of a possible 12 damage. I think I no longer take screenshots of charms that do less than 10 damage per square. About, I guess, 10 to 15 years ago, when there was a still somewhat active player versus player scene on the, at the time, Diablo II forums, now pure Diablo. It was kind of considered 10 damage per square on these 1.07 charms was kind of considered like the benchmark, and anything less than that like needed to be replaced. So this one is good if you're like starting out, but eventually you don't want this in your inventory anymore. This one's kind of silly. I have considered the very vague possibility of doing like some sort of summoner necromancer that also does melee damage on his own, in which case having 8 of these would be really funny. So like a summoner bear necro or a summoner zeal necro or something like that. So it's possible this might see use in the very far distant future by me, but certainly not a high priority. Maximum roll on the damage. There's not really, I think, any skill tree that you want the 20 maximum damage with, because with maximum damage you would rather have some other prefix instead of plus skills, generally speaking. For example, you could have 20 more maximum damage for a total of 40. Here's another 9 to maximum damage small charm. The highest one I have now I think is 11. This one's really nice, but still slightly amiss because it's minus requirements instead of minus or plus cast speed. So a 3 fireball, 3 fire skill, 2 fire mastery orb with energy shield as a bonus. So 6 fireball, 5 fire mastery, but no casting speed. Unlucky. I think it has a potential to get 2 sockets if forwarded and socketed. And so if I ever were to do like a Fireball Sorceress for 1.10a Andariel or Duriel or something like that, this orb could see use. It's this one I think it's really good. I like this one. I just don't really play that build, but it's really good. This one, 9 Crushing Blow, 25 Lifesteal, 17 Dexterity Glove. So the 17 Dexterity is pretty nice there. 25 Lifesteal, it's bugged, and heavy gloves, so this is a lesser crafted glove. I no longer do lesser crafts on the gloves. I only do greater crafted blood gloves now. Since I have several that are decent, I don't need to like spam crafts anymore. I can just hold out for the better possible results with the higher crushing blow. This one I just thought was funny. 2 sorceress, self-repair, ethereal diadem. It's it's not useful, but it's just kind of funny. Gladiator's Bane. This was probably the one that I racked. I racked one and I dropped one. So this is probably the one that I racked. It's really nice for cannot be frozen, damage reduced 25, magic damage reduced 20, and then I put a soul rune in it to get more damage reduction, so physical damage reduction of 32. I'm using that on my Whirlwind Barbarian while doing High Council runs now. Homunculus is not terribly useful. One thing that's interesting about the class-specific uniques in 1.07 and also in 1.08, and I'm not sure if it continues in 1.09 or not, is they get the auto mods. So here adds 5 to 14 poison damage over 3 seconds is the Necromancer Head auto mod. So when you get the 1.07 Herald of Zakarum, which is less good than the modern one, you could get the 65% enhanced damage and 100 and however much attack rating on it instead of resists. This is a perfect roll, but 2 strength isn't really a compelling suffix. So 3 minimum damage, 2 strength, small charm. The small charms in 1.07 can get up to 3 minimum damage. The large charms get up to 7, and the grand charms get up to 11 as a prefix only. I have equipped a 3 minimum damage, 20 life small charm. It's a perfect roll. Emerald large charm of inertia, 24 poison resist. I believe it's going to be 5 run walk, I think, on this thing, or it might be 7. I don't know. I think it's 5. But I'll never use it, but since it was a perfect roll, I keep it. This one is 1 poison resist away from perfect, so 23 poison resist, 12 maximum damage large charm. Prefix and suffix for damage can both be 12, and the single resists go up to 24. All resists can go up to 12 on the large charms. This one's really nice. Fast run walk, all resist +4. Shimmering small charm of inertia. That was a lot of before that came out. Kind of too bad that the resists weren't higher, but still very nice. No complaints. So here we meet the threshold of 10 damage per square on this large charm, serrated large charm of quality, 20 to maximum damage. Maximum roll, Crimson small charm of inertia, so it's 3% faster run walk with 12 fire resist. That's good. If I end up doing the druid that I've recently started, Furricane, if he ends up doing Chaos Sanctuary runs, which I don't know if he'll be able to do or not, this charm could see use on him. Yep, we're skipping that. So, no, we're not. The plus maximum stamina is a troll affix for me because it looks a lot like plus maximum damage, and so this at first made me think I got, whoa, plus 12 maximum damage small charm. But wait, why is there a prefix on it? Or suffix, I guess, in this case. And then I realized, oh, it's a stamina. Here's a 220 assassin coronet. I don't play assassins. I'll still forward this someday and try to get 2 sockets on it. And then it will just sit empty and do nothing forever. Here is Thunder Gods, which is not quite what you're used to seeing. There's no lightning absorb on here. It's just lightning resists. Yeah, so not terribly useful. Some of the 1.07 and or 1.08 uniques were really good, and some of them were really lackluster, underwhelming. So this is one of those second variety. Not really much use for it. Here's another bugged glove. This one would be a greater craft, since it's a vampire bone glove, which requires the Shae rune, S-H-A-E. So 10 crushing blow out of a possible 15, 23 lifesteal, 14 dexterity on this one, and 6 light resists. Pretty good. Still lots of room for improvement. And then the last item in this group is a co-rune. I no longer take screenshots of co-runes. I just use them right away to craft a ring. The co-rune is used for crafting various rings, and I only craft blood rings. And the interesting possible results here being, first of all, is that magic only apexes are allowed on crafted items, and second of all, blood crafts can get the bugged life leech, so you could get a ring with like over 30 life steal on it. Currently, during streaming, this was the last item. During streaming, this week, I'm working on the Shopathon. Today was day 3, already happened, and tomorrow I'll be doing day 4. Initially, I had intended to do 50 hours of shopping in 10 days, but I think 30 is probably going to be the actual result. The goal being to increase the number of +6 hurricane pelts I have. Currently, the number is 1, and the goal number eventually is 3. And right now, yeah, like I said, I have 1, and I have a whole bunch of other like interesting things that I have also bought that will someday get sockets from Larzuk. So thank you for watching. Come to my stream. Yay.